salvation through Hamashiach Yahawashi.
As well as to rule over our enemies.
That's right.
Our oppressors.
Payback.
Oppress those who have oppressed us.
Right.
Okay. To have rulership over the heathen. That was the inheritance of Yahawashi. The elect they're gonna be joint heirs. So what Yahawashi get, the elect gonna get. Lord, we're part of that number. That's what we're fighting for. That's what we want.
And you having a heathen under you, man, that's going to bring you great gladness.
Yeah, man.
You're going to have a smile on your face just knowing you got slaves ready to do whatever you tell them to do, man. You want the most exotic fruit that exists. Shit growing only on certain mountain peaks. Tell a heathen, go get it for you. And he going to do it. If he don't, hey, it's going to be judgment.
Well, we're going to want the best honey.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be straight in the wild. Wild honey. Hey, we're going to have Esau. He's going to be my beekeeper, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's going to have no bee suit. He's going to be Africanized. It's going to be Africanized bees, too. All right? Go put the spirit on them bees and get your ass, man. But see, Esau, Edom, and the heathens, that's your whole purpose, man. Do what we tell you to do.
God.
All right? And you're going to get into that spirit, man, pretty soon. And if you don't want to get in that spirit,
hey,
we'll get you in that spirit.
you're going to have to force it on.
That's what that rod of iron is for.
Yeah, put you in that spirit.
We either do this the easy way or the hard way.
Hey, the choice is yours, man.
Damn.
But it's gonna get done.
Yeah, see, a lot of the other nations are gonna roll right with it, man. Okay, they're gonna Moab, Ammon, yes, massa, yes, man, yes, massa. All right, oh, okay, man. You know, the Elam, he gonna go off. He gonna end up making temples for us. We're gonna have to judge him for that, man. Hey, man, don't be doing all that. Or you need to chill out with that. You know, you're gonna try to make an idol of Yahawashi. Make a secret temple in the jungle somewhere, man. We're gonna have to get you for that, man. The heathen, they're attached to idols, man, like crazy. All right, but Esau, Edom, you're gonna be a troublemaker, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're gonna be a troublemaker, and if you're not, we're gonna make you one, just so we can judge you.
Well, he can't keep the law.
Yeah, and you can't. The
It's
Most High made you
impossible
for
for him,
it.
and he despises it. So anything he try to get him to do, he gonna buck up against.
And he
Or he
hates-
gonna act like he gonna do it, then he gonna go off.
And he hates the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
All right. Because in the back of your mind, you're gonna be blaspheming, man. And we're gonna go back there too.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the back of your mind.
We're gonna be like, what you say, man? What you say? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you other nations, man. Right now, this stuff is going down with Russia and Ukraine. These other nations, they want to get rid of Esau, man.
Yep.
All right. The reason why they're taking down RT, they're trying to control the narrative, because the narrative really around the world is that people support Russia. A lot of people fuck with Russia right now. I think Belarus got in trouble because they said they with Putin. They ride in with Russia. A lot of them oligarchs won't denounce Putin.
Yep.
Well, they got mad at Trump. Trump wouldn't call the guy. He wouldn't denounce him as evil. He wouldn't call him evil.
Hey, we got a lot of evil people.
Yeah, a lot of evil. Right. And then they try to. And then even back when he first got in, he said he's a killer. Is he a killer? Hey, there's a lot of killers.
Yeah. That's what he said.
He's a killer. There's a lot of killers in DC. Hey, a lot of killers.
Yeah.
All right. And who is he really talking to? He's talking about Joe Biden, man. All right, the Bidens, them dudes is bloodthirsty. All right, the Obamas, okay. Hillary,
Clintons.
Yeah.
Clintons, super bloody.
Crime families.
Yeah, they're all crime families, man. And they're all in on this wicked new world order they're trying to establish. All right, and these other nations, all right, they're pretending to be with you, but they're at confederacy with you, but they're going to be lining up against you.
Going back to the things with Russia, the only ones that are with Russia really is the West, the westernized countries like the EU.
Yep.
All these other countries, they're not with those sanctions.
Yep.
Exactly. China won't denounce it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I think even India went as far as not denouncing it.
India as well. Pakistan.
Well, all the BRICS.
Yeah.
The BRICS is staying solid right now, man.
For sure.
They staying strong. And the UK, now they're going hard. They stole they sanctioned Abramovich, big oligarch. He owns Chelsea Football Club, man. Right, this guy put all kinds of billions of dollars in that football club. They straight froze it up, kicked his ass out, man. So Esau Edom is doing. If you look at what they was doing, the Japanese here in the United States before World War II, that's what they was doing, seizing assets, kicking them out. They literally kicked. I think in San Jose, right? Over even here in San Francisco, they have Japantowns. Esau Edom took them, seized the land, and put them in concentration camps, man. And the only reason why they got it back is because they cut deals with Edomites that sold it back to them, man. Okay? They sold it back to them, they made little deals. Otherwise, it would have been long gone. Do you think that could happen with Jake?
Hell.
You think this would be a nice Edomite to sell it back of pennies on the dollar to give you back?
Jake's still waiting for that 40 acres in the mule.
You ain't that. Esau saying you gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Well, the
Man.
Japanese, they got reparations. You know,
Yeah.
years later.
Yeah, they got big time reparations. They got an apology. All right. Yet they're over here living in America, living the American dream. While the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are still in that nightmare. But they think it's good. They think it's a great thing because now they have something called equality. They feel equal, which is a lie. Ain't nobody equal, man. Especially a man and a woman. They're not equal.
Right. Hell no.
Okay, an Israelite man and a heathen, they're not equal.
Yep.
Okay? There's something.
Job 18:5. It says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out."
Yet the light of the wicked shall be put out. And right now, it's getting put out. Okay, Esau's narratives, okay, his lies. All right, people are saying, that's more lies. We don't believe you. All you gotta do is go back to what Esau was saying in 2001, in September 11th.
Yep.
All that bullshit he was talking, and then what ended up happening? They didn't find no weapons of mass destruction. Okay, then if they said this guy Saddam Hussein was doing all kinds of crazy stuff, they found him in a hole, man. But supposedly they hung his ass.
Right.
Who knows?
Supposedly.
And the next thing you know, they jumping Osama bin Laden up, throwing the nigga out of a helicopter, man.
In the ocean.
Yeah.
Right.
Let a Jake go to court and say some wild shit like that, man, as an alibi.
Bro.
The judge is gonna kick you out. Like, what? Yeah, so did you kill that man? Yeah, we threw that nigga and threw his ass in the ocean for a Muslim, give him a proper Muslim burial. Like, really? What? They're gonna call cap, man. Yeah, when Esau goes and speaks, you people just eat it up and believe it, man.
Right.
But that's why they're controlling the narrative. They're stopping the RT. They're trying to stop us.
Right.
We're the main ones they want to stop. Because we're going to tell you the truth 100%. I'll hold that, keep going.
Yep, it says, "Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine."
Yeah, the spark of his fire should not shine. And we're waiting for that moment, man. Okay? Because Esau, Edom, he starts with a spark, and next thing you know, it overtakes the city.
Yep.
I know a guy that I went to school with back in the day. This dude he's a bug out, a left-wing lunatic, okay? An Ishkarite guy, right? But he was in Bolivia, and he was in Bolivia in a goddamn homosexual parade, pride parade. And you know how many guys was in that pride parade? There's probably a handful of people. But he was being proud with him. I went to go support him. Right, and he was over there with the train. But he said the year before, they was throwing rocks at the people and started beat them out the streets. But now, year by year, it gets bigger, and people start accepting it more and more and more. Right, so that starts changing, man. Next thing you know, everybody's a weirdo.
Yeah.
You see that today. You see that, hey man, there's so many weirdos out there, multi-colored hair, you know, androgynous. You be like, you look like a woman, and it come close to a man. And then go, then you look, it might be a woman, and it looks like, you know.
Bro, this shit is so crazy. You know, a lot of the stuff on the internet, we don't even get to watch because we're so busy in the prophecy and in the brothers' videos, okay, and the news and other things, health, you know, valuable things, knowledge.
Just into the light.
We just into the light, right? But then, you know, you get the algorithm, right? You get the algorithm and it'd be like a little dating video. The guy's a straight sodomite, but he's dating women.
Exactly.
But that's supposed to be a man. I mean, I think it was Abba and Preach, right? They was talking about one of them shows, right? The guy got to choose a woman's body, right? You can't see the face. It's like little game shows, dating game shows, you know? But all the guys, all the men on those dating game shows are just pretty much full-blowns. Yet they identify as a bisexual, but they're into women at this point in time right now. And it's like, what are you? What is this guy? The way the guy speaks is all soft, right? And it reminded me of what Patrice O'Neal said. He said, when did everyone become such a goddamn faggot? When did everyone get so faggoty, you know? When the hell that happened? Well, I can tell you when it happened, man. Turn of the century. All right? After 9/11. That was a major event. Do you think another major event about to happen? We're living in a major event. All right? This whole COVID-19 thing. That's a major event. To us, it don't even seem like it because we're living in it. So you can only imagine how people are living through a the Great Depression, right? They didn't think it was a major event. They had to fucking live. They had to live through it, man. We're doing the same thing. That the next major event is coming, man. Okay, they're coming with the virus, the flus. Okay, they got supposedly this biolabs up in Ukraine. Well, we've been saying that, and now that truth is coming out. They're saying that's Russian disinformation.
Wow. Yeah, but that demon Victoria Nuland, she admitted it.
Yep. And then when ICE grilled by, see, if you really want to see what's going on, you got to watch C-SPAN clips, right? Because them Republican senators and congressmen, when they go and ask those people to testify and talk to them, right? They actually get real questions out. The media is not going to ask those questions. They're not going to put that person on there and ask them questions. They're going to have a corporate teleprompter there to tell them what questions to ask and how to answer. All scripted for you to believe the big lie or whatever lie they're pushing. Yet when they go and start asking them, so why are you wearing masks? Well, where's the science behind the mask? They never bring it up because they told you the masks don't work. Or what about the efficacy of the jump shot? Well, it's been waning. Now you need a booster. Now you need this and that. Now they gave up on the jump shot.
Yeah. Well, they backtracking and saying they never said that it wouldn't wane.
Yep.
They never said it would lose.
Well, we never.
It wouldn't lose effectiveness.
And then they say we never said that it would stop transmission, right?
Wow.
So what about all these other things? All these other jump shots you got to take, man.
Damn.
It's all a scam, man. You're getting scammed. Okay, and the biggest scammer is the so-called white man, Esau Edom. And one of the biggest scams is that he's a white man. Right? He's an Edomite. Okay, he's a bloody Edomite. What did she say?
Yeah.
Bloody Edomite behavior. Bloody Edomite behavior. That's America. Here it is. Abortions. Abortions are happening in 1973. Now that's bloody Edomite behavior. What about what you was doing in Vietnam? Was that not bloody Edomite behavior?
Yeah.
Or what you was doing to Jake in Selma? Okay, what you was doing to Jake all up and down the coast, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest during the Civil Rights Movement. The lynchings, the ethnic cleansing, man, the slavery, the genocide, man, the straight murder, the rape. That wasn't bloody Edomite behavior. You're damn right it was. So that's how we know who Esau is, man.
And then all those coups you staged in the Latin American countries.
Oh, yep, straight up.
Yeah.
Panama Deception.
Yeah.
You put Pinochet up there in Chile. All right, you put what's the other guy? Noriega. Okay, and then what happens? You dust them off. And once you're done with them, same thing with Saddam.
Yep.
You put that nigga up in there,
Man,
man.
the CIA asset.
Right.
Straight up. My guy Osama bin Laden.
Khan.
That nigga was up in the mix. Mujahideen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and the Mujahideen was straight up set up by the CIA to fight against what? Russia.
Russians.
Russia. All right. And I've been saying it like that because I've been listening to Russians lately. Right? They when they say that they want to go to war. They're from Russia. And that mother Russia, man, they're going to defend that shit.
Right.
Okay, and they don't want you bringing your wacko Western BS over there. Your the white supremacists they call America, white America, man. 'Cause we're living in the second coming of the Weimar Republic, man. And what happened to the Weimar Republic? Well, it got Nazified.
Yeah.
It was hyperinflation, nigga. Then what happened? They got Nazified, man. They want that to happen again. Is it gonna happen? No, it's Nazified, but no, they're not gonna be white supremacists. They're gonna be pro. You already know.
NWOs.
Pro
Yeah,
NWO, LGBTQ plus, whatever. That's the new Nazi, man.
Yeah.
All right, you want to be part of the gang? Well, you got to be ready for the gang. That's what they're all about, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's what they're all about. They're sick. That's the new Nazi. Now, they're burning books back then. They're burning books of left-wing wacko debauchery. Well, now they're burning books of truth. Okay, exposing them. It's the same thing. It's just a different doctrine, a different ideology, but they're doing the same thing over and over again. Inflation's hitting, man. Gas prices is crazy, man. How do you expect to survive with this gas? And the so-called white man in the White House is going to say, just get an electric car.
Yeah.
And I saw a good analogy. They said, that's like telling a homeless person to get a house. You know?
Yeah.
Get a house, nigga. Like, what? Like he could just get up and get a house.
Yeah.
Like you didn't put all that money already in that fucking car you already got. Right? And you got that car to go support your family and yourself, going to work. Now Esau Edom is forcing everyone back to work. Now, the moment he's forcing everyone's ass back to work, gas is crazy, man.
Yeah.
What you think that's all about?
It's all about design, man.
What you think that's all about? You don't think, oh, it's all just accidental. That's all just supply and demand, right? Well, really, it's Russia.
Yeah.
Really, it's Putin's fault, and that's what my nigga JB's saying. I don't control Putin. You should talk to who controls him. I don't control him.
Tax hikes.
Yeah.
Putin's price hikes.
Putin did it, man. I support that nigga. All right. Putin, whatever he's doing right now, he's doing it through the spirit. All right. The Heavenly Father is putting him in the spirit to be that ambassador, man. To get these other nations to show them, like, hey, look, don't be afraid of this big bad so-called America, man. It's finished. All right. They think they can come into our neighboring country and install a fake regime, a coup. It's like they're doing in Latin America. They did a coup in 2014. They put in Zelensky. All right. They put in a guy that's a controlled puppet. And what kind of army did he have? He had a bunch of mercenaries. A bunch of black op mercenaries that are just happen to be right-wing white supremacists, Nazis. Yet people are supporting the Ukraine. It's so crazy, man. How everything's working. You got people with pink hair, all right, nose rings and tattoos all over their body, and they're non-binary, and they support the Ukraine. But if you took your ass to the Ukraine right now looking like that, they beat your ass, man. They put you to death. They tie your ass to one of these poles, man. They'll tie your ass and styrofoam wrap you. I mean, that's not with the saran wrap your ass to one of the poles, man. That's what they're doing over there. Okay, keep going.
Job 18:6. It says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
Yeah, his candle should be put out with him, man. All right, and how's that all gonna get put out? Right, the Lord's gonna do that. Okay, the Lord and His army, chariots, okay, and the thermonuclear fire. Keep going.
The steps of his strength shall be straightened.
And then see, what's the thing he got going? What's he calling this thing he got going? Lockstep. Read that part again.
Job 18:7. The steps of his strength shall be straightened.
Yeah, his steps of his strength have be strength. So that lockstep was his strength, but now he's hitting barriers. Now it's getting difficult, right? When it was Canada, all right, they was doing their lockstep with the UK, boom, boom, boom. Then all of a sudden, now they're all fractured. Oh, UK says you don't have to do it no more. Oh well, US is already fractured because you got the coast doing some, New York City and San Francisco doing some completely opposite to what they're doing in Florida and in Texas, man. So he's being strained, man. He doesn't have the control he really wants. Yet he's gonna have to do something to do that. He's gonna need that major event. He's gonna have to collapse this economy, man. He's gonna control your cryptocurrencies.
Yep.
All right. He wants to tax your crypto. He wants to control it, track it, and know how much you got holding on you. When the whole point of that really is to hide it from E.
Right.
To get away from E's taxes, his fees. But what are they doing? They're bringing it all in, man. And to the point to where they're gonna destroy that, blame that, and say, well, you need what? A Fed coin. And that's what my man JB's doing.
Yep.
He's like, well, we're gonna. His big crypto announcement, right? Everyone, it started all kinds of FUD, right? Everyone's like, oh, he's gonna regulate. But what the nigga say? He said, hey, we're gonna explore options to have a digital currency, a United States Federal Reserve digital currency. That's all set up, man, and it's gonna be linked up to your digital ID. Okay, and man, I'm telling you, bro, this shit is fat. I go to a university, bro. They make you go on an app. They got your all your biometrics, man. So you want to go to these schools, you got to get jabbed up, or you got to finesse it somehow not to. But to get into them now, you got to be jabbed up. You want to be a cop. So they got all these people's IDs, everything all linked up, and they're gonna put it all in one system. And that's the beast, man. To track you, trace you, control you, own you. All right, full-blown hardcore slavery, and they're gearing up who? The kids that are going to colleges, and they're gonna start doing to what? The kids in high school, and they're gonna start doing to the little children, man. Keep going.
It says, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down.
Yeah, his own counsel shall cast him down. He's at the UN, and pretty much people are gonna denounce America.
Sure.
All right, right now they're saying, these countries don't stand for democracy, don't stand for freedom. All you really got to do is read truth, read the history. All right, don't be such a darn zombie. look at it and see what America's been doing, what America's been known for, or what America continues to do, which is push lies, rob, steal, kill. Okay, they said but the amount of Russian oil the American economy uses is only 1%.
Yeah, 4%.
4%. So 4% of oil made your shit double. The price.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
And before he even banned the Russian oil, the price is going up.
Yep, it was already running up. It was already crazy. It was already the highest it's ever been. All right, and what is this all leading to? An economic collapse, man. And also the straightening these people as well. Okay, because here it is. Hot girl summer is gonna be real expensive, man.
Oh yeah. Sure.
All right, them pandemic prices, they're gonna hit you with them new prices. Okay, that post-pandemic premium. That gas, you want to go Memorial Day weekend? I was telling the brother over here, Memorial Day weekend, guarantee you're gonna see $8 gas, man. All right, I may be proven wrong, but Lord, that's where it's looking like.
Well, Biden said it's going up.
Yeah.
He said that out of his mouth, man.
Yeah.
He expected to go up. We got to do it for Ukraine, man.
Yeah. And then they're saying, well, the American people, they'll take the L for the Ukrainians. What American people? Where are those people? So somebody can slap that person. Because that's out of order. When has Americans ever gave a shit about anybody else, man? This is an individualist country. Okay? Where people want their pursuit of happiness and their life, liberty, and their private property. Nothing in those Declaration of Independence or Constitution says, oh, make sure to help a post-Soviet shithole. All right, that's not part of the American way. Yet, that don't matter, man. America's finished, man. You're living in the New World Order.
Yeah.
Okay, you're living in a New World Order, and you got people. You got the black woman of all people, right?
Yeah.
Saying that they need to scrap the Constitution and start again because the Constitution didn't have Jake in it. So now we got to redo it. So we have women's voices, black people's voices, and also the LGBTQ's voices in writing that new document, because the past one was written by racist slave owners, right? Hey, man, so they're gonna get rid of your Constitution, man, and guess who's gonna write it? What's her name? Stacey Abrams lookalike. Esau gonna lose his mind, man. Esau, your country gone, okay? It's going that direction, and you ain't gonna stop it. That's why they have movements, secession movements. They're like, oh, Texas, we're gonna secede. Florida, we're gonna secede. Well, that's all about sedition. Okay, that's gonna lead to what? Civil war. Egyptian against Egyptian, man. People going to war, neighbor against neighbor. Go ahead.
Can I read that verse in the NLT real quick?
Bahasham.
This Job 18:7 in the NLT. It says, "The confident stride of the wicked will be shortened."
Oh, the confident stride of the wicked will be shortened. Yeah, so when you hit that stride, you like boom, you in the top gear. That momentum, you just glide in the air. Right? Esau was running. He's like, okay. What's March 20th hit? March 2020 hit. He was in that stride, man. Then a year later, and now he's crawling to see a marathon runner, right? He's crawling to the finish line. He fell down. He collapsed. He's suffered from dehydration.
Yep.
He had to stop for a second. Tortoise in the hair all over, man. Just through. So now your steps are getting short. Why? Because you're straight, and now it's getting difficult for you. Because you don't have the control you want. Oh, I just heard the Philippines, my man Duarte, right? They want him to curse out the Russians, and he said, "Hey, man, we don't support the invasion yet. They got to deal with the Russians on the helicopter.
Yeah, they got to deal with the Russians.
They got the deal, the military deal, man." And he's like, "Hey, man, that was in place in September, and we already paid this much for it. We're gonna wait on it, man." So they're playing it cool, man. But they want the Russian weapons, Venezuelans, okay, South Africa, or they want what they call the Sus. They want them Sus, whatever. Oh, so kid. Them Sus, and they want those helicopters, the Russian helicopters.
Those missile defense systems.
Right. Missile defense systems.
S-400s, I believe. So something like that.
You best believe they want them Kalashnikovs. All right. So the so-called white man, he's trying to get this thing moving. It's failing them. Keep going.
Yep. If I can bring this out real quick. This is from the Economic Times. It says Imran Khan hits out at the West for treating Pakistanis like slaves.
And Amir Khan, he's a boxer, a famous boxer from British. with a weak jaw. Okay.
But that's a different. He's talking about the prime minister.
Oh, the prime minister. They got the same name.
Yeah.
They're both Pakis
Prime
too.
Minister.
They just so happen to be Pakis.
Yep.
But yeah, Amir Khan, he folded up last weekend. Or go ahead and read
But
that.
he's still fighting. He
He fought. I forget who he fought, but he folded up.
Because Canelo folded his ass.
See, he got folded up. That's Pakis for you. So I believe he may be a J.
He
may be a J. But this guy right here is a fucking Paki for sure.
It says Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan lashed out at foreign diplomats who pressured his country to join a UN resolution condemning Russia over its military attack on Ukraine.
So it says that they want him to condemn Russia for the attack. Keep going.
Accusing the envoys of treating Pakistanis like slaves.
Keep going.
And I'm gonna jump down. This is his quote. It says, "What do you think of us? Are we your slaves that whatever you say we will do?" Questioned Khan before asking EU ambassadors whether they wrote such a letter to India.
Hey, because those nations look at the EU as the oppressor because they have a direct experience and they have a common experience dealing with those nations, dealing with the nations of Germany, Spain, the UK, and all the backstabbing and colonization you've done to those nations, especially the Pakistani people. Okay, because they see what you did to them. You made them go to war with their brothers in India, and then you built that border. Okay, so what? So you can fund the wars and take all their resources.
Divide and conquer.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, Pakistan, they got nuclear missiles.
That's right. Yep.
That's very true.
So now they will let the weak say I'm strong. Now they just not going to do whatever you tell them to do. You know?
And the Pakistani people and the Iranian people are the same people. They're the same people, and they're both Islamic nations. Okay, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go to that whole jihad.
Well, hey, it's perfect. You want India? They gonna link up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, India for sure.
Iran, all these countries, Russia, you know, North Korea. They all gonna turn on America, man.
South Korea.
You're gonna lose this war, man.
Yeah, the Koreans are gonna link up.
It ain't looking good for Babylon.
Well, shit. And Kim Jong-un, he can roll his armies right through South Korea, and what do you think gonna happen, man?
Take that shit.
It's gonna be his.
It's a wrap.
China gonna take Taiwan.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose all their military power.
Yep,
All
it's coming, man.
Yep.
It's coming. That Taiwan is that next.
Garrisons.
That's that next chess piece.
Yeah.
Okay. Zbigniew Brzezinski had a thing called the Grand Chessboard, right? It's geopolitics. Well, that next one is going to be Taiwan, then South Korea. Hey, because the South Korea, they got men like that, just do straight beta males, full-blown beta males.
Well, the thing, I was just watching it earlier, the thing going on out there in South Korea, the men standing up, man. They tired of all that feminist bullshit, man. They just voted in a new president. He's super conservative. He's about to do away with all those feminist regulations, man, those laws that they passed. Now a woman, she gonna get highly punished for, false rape allegations, man. So, hey, the whole world is turning against these philosophies that the West pushed out. And with that, they also turned against the West.
Yeah.
Like this dude right here, he cursing out NATO, man. He cursing out the EU. This is unprecedented. A third world country like Pakistan basically telling the EU, fuck you, man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go and deal. Hey, we got a relationship with Russia. Just because you guys are beefing, don't mean we gotta side with you. We're not your slaves. We're not gonna go. You can't sick us like we one of your dogs over here, your guard dogs. So them Pakistanis, who do you think they rocking with, man?
I gotta read it by myself. It says Khan claimed that Pakistan had suffered for previously supporting NATO's military action in Afghanistan and declared, "We are friends with Russia."
Oh, there you go. They're friends. Russia. Keep going.
And we are also friends with America. We are friends with China and with Europe. We are not in any camp. So you're taking a neutral stance, man.
And they're mad at that. That a lot of these nations are being neutral, which pretty much is them saying, "Hey, we're not going to go with your agenda, man." Okay. Well, I thought the so-called white man in America was all about peace. Shouldn't being neutral be a good thing? Why you want to drag more people into a war? Right? It's all madness. Keep going.
It says on March 2nd, Pakistan, along with 34 other countries, abstained from voting on the UN's resolution condemning Russian aggression against Ukraine. India, Bangladesh, China, Iran, Sri Lanka, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan also abstained, RT reported.
Yep, and so that's a big block of nations right there. And you know what those nations all have in common? great mineral resources. Okay, and then what do you think? How do you think they make their phones? They get that shit from Azerbaijan, man. Kyrgyzstan, Afghanistan, Pakistan. All right, all them precious metals that you put in your cell phones and all these devices, they need that lithium. They need a crazy level copper. All right, opium.
Afghanistan.
Hey.
Well, the pharmaceutical companies need that.
Oh yeah, it's booming.
Yep. And who really making money off of that? These governments, man.
Yeah.
They're the ones, starting with the American government, the CIA. They're the ones making the most money off the drugs.
Well, you can see basically what's going on, and people are, shying away from America. They're leaning more towards the east. China, Russia.
Yeah. And hey, look at Rwanda, right? The
China.
country of Rwanda was not too long ago in a full-blown genocide civil war. The Hutu and the Tutsis, right? They was killing each other. Why? And why were they killing each other? Because America, but mainly because the so-called white man made these people Hutsis and these people Tutsis, and he made them against each other, man.
Right, yeah.
When there was never anything wrong with that.
Well, they did. Yeah, America did that to Sudan when they split up Sudan.
Yep.
Like they split up India, Pakistan.
Yep.
They split up the Middle East. That was part of their whole plan, so they can divide and conquer. Esau knows if these nations come together, they're done.
Yep.
And that's essentially what's about to happen. These nations are going to come together, and it's going to all be in their mind to destroy America.
That's right.
And that's how Esau Edom took over America. He divided and conquered. He divided all the Israelites.
Yep. The tribes.
Yeah.
Divided Gad.
Gad, Reuben, Judah, Issachar. Because a lot of those times, they would get together. And they would try to ride out, vibe out, and go against Eve, but it wasn't the will of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
The Heavenly Father wanted our people to be like what they are right now. Completely done. Through. Finished. Like zero strength. Okay? Except for his elect. Alright, the rest of our people, they're gonna die in thermonuclear fire, man. There's no other way out for them. Okay? Is there any more on that one?
That's it.
Yeah, and so what he say? He said, hey, we're trying to be neutrals, we ain't trying to go to this war. But they're gonna have to because hey, the least the flock gonna draw them out, man.
Right.
All right, you already know.
But you already see who he's gonna side with: Russia, China.
Yeah.
Then he mentioned the EU, which we've been bringing that up about the 10 horns. They're gonna turn on America, man.
That's right.
So everybody's gonna turn on America, okay? Because even the EU ain't fully with what America's doing.
They're not.
That damn devil Macron, he's keeping the diplomatic line open for Putin. He didn't even, just straight up condemn, Russia.
Yeah.
Although he disagrees with what's going on, he's still keeping that line open so they can talk to each other. Maybe they, calmer heads can prevail.
And also, not only that, their right-wing conservative movement, their nationalist movement, is gaining steam out there in France. I forget the guy's name. He's like a Le Pen. They call her. Remember her?
Right. Yeah.
They asked a refugee black woman. Was like, if you become a prime minister, would you let me in the country? He's like, hell no. What the fuck? Bitch, the reason why I'm running is to keep you out. She's all shook about it, man. And a lot of them French people was cheering it on. Hey, because